They're having me bring up a lot, and I'm just gonna kind of try to figure out all of what's coming in. They're having me talk about your dad. Your dad is still alive, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
He lives with me now.
Good. And that's a good thing. The way this comes in, she's putting a lot of emphasis on the release of guilt around your father, like really heavily. Like let go of guilt, let go of guilt, let go of guilt. Just really, really,
Yeah,
really
no,
monitor
there's
that.
something that's sad about how she passed. He does feel guilt because he never got to say goodbye to her because he was sick. He got pneumonia. And he went to the hospital, and then she got pneumonia the next day. So then they brought her to a different hospital. So they never got to see each other.
Gotcha.
My dad got sick. I got a phone call. Then they said, your father can't breathe. He's having trouble breathing. So the ambulance is going to take him to the hospital. So I stayed with my mother. My brother went with my dad. Then the next day, my mom started not feeling well. But I think she knew she was going to leave, and she didn't want my dad to see her. It was like one of the hardest. It was a very hard day. I didn't want him to know she was in the hospital.
Sure.
Because I didn't want him to get upset.
Yeah.
I figured when they got better, they were gonna see each other, you know?
Right.
So my dad never got to say goodbye to her, and then it's like I had to tell my father. It was so hard. Me and my brother, it was like really hard. And it's like when my father saw me and my brother walk in to his hospital room together, he knew right away. Like me and my brother were a mess.
It's not a place you should ever have to be in. And,
Yes.
yeah, and the way this comes in, she wants dad to let go of any guilt. And that's one of the biggest messages. And the way this comes in is like, wants him to let go of guilt. So I hope that he is able to let that go. I need you to know, for some reason, she's squeezing her hand at me. And I keep hearing, I love you, I love you,
I
I
always,
love you.
like, you know, we were both, my brother was on one side, I was on the other side. You know, my dad wanted to say goodbye to her. We didn't have a wake, like, for everyone. It was just for immediate family. Because my dad wanted to see her. And he wasn't even supposed to leave the hospital. So you don't understand, it was so hard.
She just wanted to make sure that your dad was taken care of after. And when she knew that, there's a feeling of like, okay, I'm gonna be all right, like I can go. Because honestly, she wasn't really sure how he'd be able to fare without her.
Yeah, he was attached to her.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
she had friends. My dad doesn't have any friends. Like,
Right.
he was always with my mom and her friends. His life was my mom.
Right.
Everything was about my mom.
Yeah.
So now my daughters and I and my brother, we're with him all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's important. She could tell, obviously, that he especially really needed that extra kind of help after, because she wanted to make sure he was okay.
Of course, I always take care of him.